Hello, I'm Ron Miscavige, and this is another life lesson. And I just want to tell you this before I get started. What I'm going to talk about today, happened to me this past Monday, the 18th of November, 2019. And I purposely wanted to put a little time tab on it because what happened to me was very special. It's not that I don't expect things like this to happen, but not to this accuracy and the way it was presented to me. And you could consider it out there, and most people would say this is out there, but as I said, I expect things like this to happen, but never to this degree of accuracy. Now, what the hell am I talking about? Well, I'm going to get into it. Okay. First of all, let me give you the backdrop on how this started. We use a Shark iron. Shark is a brand name. They make vacuum cleaners. And we also have a Shark vacuum cleaner, which I'll tell you, it's very good. And I'm not getting paid to say this. Really excellent product. And their iron is really good, too. But we had this Shark iron, and it was a little bit old. Not too old, but enough that I wanted to get a newer model. So we went ahead and we got one. So now we have the new Shark. And I figure what I'll do with this old one is I will donate it to some veteran, because I'm a Marine veteran, as you know, and I get my medical treatment at the local hospital here in Milwaukee. And they have on one of the floors, they have a little place where you can give clothing or money or things like this. So I figured I'm going to take it down and I'm going to donate it to the hospital. So on Monday, I had an appointment to give some blood so they could analyze it. I was going to see my doctor the next day. He has me on a little program, and I was on it for 3 weeks, and he wanted to check and see how my blood work was. I'll tell you right now, after he did it, he says, your results are great, they're fantastic, which is, hey, knock on wood, I appreciate that. But now, so I was going down to give blood, so I figured I'll take the iron with me. So I put it in a paper bag. As a matter of fact, Trader Joe's paper bag, all right? I'm giving a pitch to them, because shop there too. So I put this iron in a bag, and I go down to the hospital, and they have a parking facility that's about 4 stories. And I parked my car. Now I'm coming out of that facility, and there's only one entrance or exit, either way. So you have Marine veterans or service veterans walking out and some coming in. Now, when I have an appointment, I am A to B. I know where I'm going. I walk through that door. Sometimes somebody will say to me, Semper Fi, and the reason they say it is I'll either wear a ball cap or one of these watch caps, and it has United States Marine Corps on it. But I never stop to talk to anybody. I'll just say Semper Fi and keep on going, go in there and do my business, whatever I have to do. So anyway, this day, I parked my car, start coming through the exit. Right as soon as I got out the door, somebody said, Semper Fi. I said, hey, Semper Fi. Hey, wait a minute. Come here, let me talk to you for a second. It was another Marine veteran. He had a red watch cap on, United States Marine. I just had an impulse. I should talk to him. So we went to the side, and I said to him, how you doing? He said, I'm doing okay. I said, well, tell me about it. What the hell's up? He said, well, I had all my teeth pulled because I have a pain on this side of my head and my face, and they feel that they can, handle it with the nerve going there. He started telling me about it, and I didn't quite get it, but he told me that. I said, no kidding. He said, yeah. He says, but then my son was living with me, and he left, and he took my iron, and he took my shower head. So I said, he took your iron? He says, yeah. I said, what kind of an iron was it? He says, it was a Shark. I reached in the bag, gave him the iron. It was the exact model and make of iron that his son took. And I gave him $20 to buy a shower head. We were both a bit dumbfounded. I wasn't going to tell you this, but I will say it. He said to me, I believe in angels. You're an angel in human form. And I said, well, thank you. Now, I wasn't going to say it. Come on, man. And if I am an angel, maybe I am. I haven't let myself in on it for a hell of a long time. But Look at that. Is that a coincidence? You really think so for 1 second? Not a chance. The odds of that happening, if you went to Las Vegas to the best bookmaker, he could not put an odds of that happening on it. Or go to an actuary. An actuary is a person who works for an insurance company. Well, that I know of. I know they work for insurance companies. And they figure out the odds of you dying, and they can figure out the odds to figure out how much it would have cost to insure something based on the odds. There is no odds you can put on that. Do you know why that happened? Because it was meant to happen. That is the only way it could have happened. And the proof of it is, it happened. Now, I felt like somebody gave me a brand new trumpet. I just felt like $1 million. I could not believe this happened. I mean, I was floating. The reward that you get from doing something like this is beyond words. The rewards are just, you don't have to have a martini or smoke a joint or any fucking thing like that. You do stuff like this, things will happen to you and you're going to feel good. Now, a lot of stuff like this happened my whole life because I had a certain thing that I wanted to do, and I used to do it. I could never put it in exact words, but I can remember things, not to this accuracy, not to this unbelievable chance of it happening, but I can remember things happening to me when I would do these I'm going to give you these 4 magic words, okay? I'll tell you another thing that happened. And this is very rewarding too. There was a cat that was abandoned as a little kitten with 3 other of its symbiotes at a veterinary clinic. They took the cat in, and it was small. It was the runt of the litter, and the vet fed it with a bottle of milk and brought it up to a point where they could let it out. We picked up this cat when it was about a month old, 5 weeks old. My wife named him Frank, and he could fit in the palm of your hand. Now, and by the way, now he's sleeping in my office. That's his bedroom. He has a couch there that he sleeps on. He's taking a nap. That cat weighs 9 pounds. I just weighed him yesterday. He's like a rocket when he runs around. When he runs around the house, you can hear his feet going like a little horse. And so now, here's a cat. He now, from being the runt of the litter, owns a home, 2 cars, and has 2 servants, me and my wife. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to show you something. Look at this. This is his dish that he eats off of. He eats at the table with us. And I did that so he wouldn't walk on the table. He used to always walk on the table, and I'd yell at him. So I got him a chair and his dish, so now he sits on the chair and eats there. And if he puts a paw on the table, I'll say, Frank, and he'll take his paw back. So what do I get from that? I get unconditional love from this cat. You can't measure it. Okay? So now, we titled this 4 Magic Words, right? Do you want to know what they are? Wouldn't you like to know? I had to do that. That's shit they used to say in the 50s. I'm going to tell you what they are. Because they're simple, and it's something that up until a few years ago, I couldn't summarize this thing that I would enjoy doing in 4 words, but I fell upon it one day, and I adopted it. Not that I didn't adopt it prior to that, but specifically these 4 words I try to live by. I don't always live by them, but I try all the time. And I guarantee you, if you live by them, you will lead a better life. Here's what they are. Just 4 words. Help somebody, help something. And I'm telling you, if you live by this, life will present situations for you to carry out that feeling and that duty that you feel you have. And that's simply help somebody and help something. I'm going to go into something along these lines in a future life lesson, but I wanted to leave you with that message today. And again, those 4 magic words, help somebody, help something. You can work out how you can do it, but Help somebody, somebody who needs help, maybe some money or some clothes or advice or maybe just communication. Help something. Here, your cat, well, unbelievable rewards, and it goes on every day. He loves me and I love him. He loves my wife and she loves him. Help something. Hey, maybe your house needs painting. You're helping the house get it painted, make it look better. Or maybe your car needs to be washed. You're helping something. You wash your car, it runs better. And I know that sounds like bullshit, but check it out. I'll bet a lot of you know these things to begin with. As a matter of fact, I think anybody watching this has innately that desire to do that, but maybe you never thought about it in those 4 simple words. I'm going to stop talking because I could go on in this. Remember, help somebody, help something. So I'm Ron Miscavige. You want to know more about what I do, you can go to my website, therealronmiscavige.com, and on there you'll see that I've written some other books, some humorous ones, one not fairly serious, a very serious book called Ruthless. I also did an album in England, that's on there, you can check that out. The other interviews I've done, you can find them there and look at them. And if you'd like to, you can help me in my endeavor, which I would appreciate it very much, by becoming a patron. You go to the website, The Real Ron Miscavige, you'll see how to do so. And subscribe and see if you can get more people to subscribe to this. Because I will tell you, I think the more people we have that are more capable and more industrious and more successful, the better off it's going to be for all of us. With more of us that way, there's more of us to help others, and maybe those people that we help will decide, hey, I want to be that way. I want to help somebody else. And it can spread out, and we can have a little movement going over here. Anyway, Ron Miscavige here. This is Life Lessons. I'll see you on the next lesson. Bye-bye for now.